Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's video. As you can see, I've got some Fortnite Battle Royale footage for you to enjoy, and today I'm playing a 50 versus 50 because I needed to find a lot of loot. And the reason why I need to find a lot of loot is because they added a new weapon to the loot pool. You might have seen it, well, I mean, no doubt you've seen the title and the thumbnail now, and you've probably seen it on Twitter and stuff. There is a new legendary shotgun added to the game as of yesterday's update. Well, yeah, yesterday as of today's video going up, and it's basically a double barrel shotgun, and it's kind of funny because they work so hard to eliminate obviously double pumps, and then they basically took inspiration from that and added a double barrel shotgun. Well, okay, maybe they didn't take inspiration from it, but maybe that's their plan all along. Maybe they were planning to add a double barrel shotgun, which is why they decided to eliminate double pump, because otherwise it would kind of eliminate the whole purpose of having a double barrel shotgun. So, as the name of the weapon suggests, it's a shotgun with two barrels, and you can fire two shots in quick succession. So you can pull the trigger once, fires one chamber, you pull the trigger again, fires off another chamber, hence double barrel. And the weapon itself, I've used it a couple of times. As I said, it's easiest to find in 50 versus 50 just because there's so much more loot available. So I decided to jump into a 50 versus 50 to get the weapon. And towards the end of the gameplay, I do skip out the boring bits in a minute. Towards the end of the gameplay, you do see me using it a little bit. Now, in terms of the weapon itself, it works like a shotgun. So it's meant as close range. But the difference being, it is meant as point blank range. This weapon, I swear to you, has no range whatsoever. If you don't shove it down an enemy's throat, you will be shooting your pellets all over the place. So it's a 10 pellet spread per shot. And the spread, I do show you an example of the spread by shooting a wall in a second before I leave lazy links, so you can see for yourself what the spread is at that sort of distance. So if you sort of use it anywhere outside the 5-10 meter range, forget it. You're better off using any other weapon. I don't rate it that much, to be honest. I've only used it a couple of times, admittedly, but I don't really rate the weapon so far. It does decent damage, don't get me wrong. I think it does the most damage up close compared to any other shotgun. I believe it does 150 point blank if you land every single pellet. But the chances of you actually landing every single pellet, you know, consistently is not going to happen. And you'll see it for yourself in a minute, as I said, in the gameplay example. But if you've used the weapon yourself, you'll know that to land even half your pellets, I think, is going to be a tall order. So the fact that it does a lot of damage up close if you land all your pellets doesn't really mean much, because it's going to be hard for you to land the majority of your pellets on an enemy target. And again, that's assuming they're not moving, assuming, you know, they reveal all of themselves and not just their head, that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, let me know in the comment section below if you've tried it and your thoughts and opinions on it. Some people said it's great, some people said it's OP. I genuinely don't think it isn't. I don't think it's OP at all. If anything, I think it's going to get buffed. As a shotgun goes, it's not great. I would much rather use pretty much any of the other shotguns. So the pump, the heavy shotgun. Okay, these weapons might not necessarily hit you, one hit down you, even if it's a headshot, because of the recent, nerfs to the shotguns. Well, I say recent, a few weeks ago I did do a video about it. I'll link it on the screen now if you do want to check it out. But basically, those shotguns, if you're firing two shots anyway, why not use one of those shotguns instead? The heavy shotgun's got a faster refire time than the pump, but the pump still does a decent ton of damage. So if you use a shotgun and then you swap out to another weapon, you can finish them off that way. Just like the other shotguns as well, with the double barrel, when you swap from one shotgun to another, it takes forever. I think it's a full 2 seconds before you can swap to a different weapon, which is crazy. And if you don't kill the enemy in those first 2 shots, I mean, it's probably okay if you're in a one-on-one engagement in a solo or something, but if you're in a squads game or a duos game and you fire those 2 shots, you've either got to wait for the reload, or you've got to try and swap to another weapon. And as I said, it takes so long that you're better off just using something else in the first place. That's just my opinion. As I said, it's still fairly new. I've only used it a couple of times, but that's my very early first impressions of said weapon. Do let me know, as I said, if you disagree, if you've got any other thoughts, or maybe I'm just using it wrong. But it is meant to be primarily as a point blank weapon. So you go behind someone or you go in someone's face, whatever, you pull the trigger twice, and in theory you should get the kill. But I don't know. I think a different shotgun with a SMG combo or something, it just works better for me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I haven't used it enough yet, but I genuinely think they're probably going to buff it. As legendary weapons go, it's probably the worst one. No, okay, tell a lie. I think the Deagle's probably the worst legendary. Okay, that's been a bit harsh. I think the 2 pistols, the Deagle and the pistol, silencer pistol, they're probably the worst legendaries you can get. Well, actually, the semi-sniper's not great, and nor is the thermal either. So there's a few. Okay, it ranks about halfway in the table then, if I'm being completely honest. But in terms of shotguns, though, in terms of legendary shotguns, I genuinely think it's subpar. I do think they probably need to buff it, and they'll probably look at doing that in the future. Obviously, I get the impression that they've made it sort of not so OP to start off with, so that people can get an idea of how it works and stuff, and then if necessary, they can always increase it. But you know how it is, when a game company releases a decent weapon and then they nerf it, people just cry about it for days. So it's best to make something kind of not so great and then buff it, and then everyone's like, oh, they listened to the feedback and they buffed it, yada yada yada, you know how it is. But yeah, so the rest of the gameplay is going to be live commentary. I'm going to cut to that in a short while, and you'll see me getting some kills with the weapon. Well, trying to use it in general and getting some kills with it. I did remember that I left some closing thoughts at the end of this video, so I won't outro this section now. I'll just cut to the live com and I'll outro the video towards the end. But yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the content, do consider tapping the like button. I really do appreciate it. And as I said, if you've got any thoughts you'd like to share me regarding the weapon or anything you've seen or anything I've talked about, do let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, here's the live com, and I'll catch you later. Shake that ass at me. Oh, bloody hell, dude. Has nobody got a better AR? Are you serious? Just build a wall, just protect us. That's all you gotta do. One man cover, one man revive. There's only 3 of us reviving, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. As long as left with an RPG or something, we're all screwed. Nice. Got his loot. Aha. Oh. What the hell's going on? Guy here ran away, I don't know. Oh my god, the guy just like so annoyed. Oh, he knocked himself out. Thanks for the easy kill. That's overkill, bro. You don't need to do that. Alright. 3 people left. I know there's one on the mountain over with a guided missile. This real quick. Alright. bad weapon, it's just a great weapon. Alright. How do we do? Wow. My team dropped a donut. That's crazy. I know the stats don't count, but I just show them at the end anyway, just as a force of habit. Not a bad game. I mean, I should have got a few more kills maybe, but could have been worse, I suppose. The shotgun, I mean, I did show a bit of it off, but I don't think it's a great weapon in general, to be honest. As I said at the start, as part of the intro that I'm planning to do, yeah, it's okay. It's okay to use, but I think it'll probably get buffed in the future, to be honest. As a legendary, I don't think it's great compared to the other weapons in the same category, but we'll see. We'll see. As per usual, if you enjoyed the content, consider tapping the like button. I really do appreciate it. And as always, if you've got any thoughts, shout out to share me regarding anything you've seen today or any thoughts about the weapon. I don't know if you've used it yet. Do let me know in the comment section below. I am planning to try and get some gameplay of the new LTM Steady Storm. Still working on that as of now. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.
And now it's hard to breathe.